Morning, everyone. Happy Halloween. This is Christopher, and welcome back to the Boldly Grow Homestead. Continuing the maintenance outside that I did yesterday, but today I'm going to work around the black walnut tree. I just got in this new auger attachment for my drill, so I can put in some tulip bulbs. And but before I do that, I need to lop off a side limb from the base of the walnut tree. So let's do that first, and then we can hopefully the weather holds out and hopefully we can get some tulips in. It's supposed to get up to 70 degrees today, but pouring and high winds all day, so I'm trying to get in what I can before that happens. Let's go. Homesteading, the original frontier. These are the adventures of the Boldly Grow Homestead. Its continuing mission to coexist with the environment, to find new plant varieties and new inspirations, to boldly grow like no one has grown before. Alright, so here we are at the black walnut tree, right near the main garden that I was working in the previous video. You can see it's more or less, well, it is done for the season, so what I'm going to do is take off this side branch here. It's often in the way, it's a little unsightly, and hopefully it'll promote further growth straight upwards on this tree. And then, assuming weather holds out, I have about 40 red tulip bulbs that I want to put in around here. Walnuts and other walnuts, especially black walnuts, put off a chemical that can inhibit growth of certain plants, but thankfully tulips are one that apparently can tolerate it, so we're going to give it a go. Alright, let's get lopping. Alright, so that's that. The limb came off fairly easy, right from down there. And now we have a nice single stem tree, nice form, and hopefully that'll help promote some upwards growth. Down here you can see the hosters are done for the season. Can't even see where the other ones are. Oh, there's supposed to be one there, and another one's in here somewhere. But hopefully they come back. The deer did a good job on them. And then we got two echinacea plants, which still are looking fairly decent, so I think they'll come back. And then two, I'm blanking on them at the moment, but they're two annuals, so those won't be coming back. But yeah, so now time for me to figure out where I want to put these 40 or so bulbs around here. Alright, so these are the bulbs I'm going to put in. It was 40 bulbs for $9.99. I bought them at a local discount store. They often take in surplus of anything from garden supplies to clothes to pet stuff. So thought the price was pretty good. Normally I like to go with, more trusted sources like Hudson Valley Seed Company or Fruition Seeds or something like that, but on a budget, and all my dahlias that I planted this year came from this particular place, and they all did beautifully, so I feel pretty good about these. So I'm going to take out those geraniums, I don't remember what the name was, and then I'm going to lay those out. Alright, so I have about 30 bulbs situated around the tree here. And then, so that leaves about 10 left over. I'm not sure if you can see from here, but over in the mailbox where I had the buckwheat and some dahlias, I plan on putting in some tulips there. I already have 20 bulbs, red and white. They're striped, like a peppermint. So maybe I'll add these 10 in there as well, make a nice dense cluster, and the red will pop nicely with the stripes. So yeah, let's get drilling. so I'm about halfway done, maybe a little under halfway. Drill's working really well, especially once I had the auger going in the right direction. Just a few thoughts about it so far. I do have this area mulched, so I've been clearing some of the wood chips away before I start drilling down. That way too much of the wood chips don't get mixed in. I'm going between 4 and 6 inches deep, between 2 and 4 inches apart. I'm sure you can look at it and see it's not exact, but I'm eyeballing it. I do have to keep an eye out for roots from the tree, as well as, if you remember when I did this planting, underneath the dirt I put a bunch of old branches and stuff in like a little itty-bitty mini hugelkultur kind of thing. I don't know. Seemed like a good idea at the time, but so I have to avoid some of those as well. Anywho, I'm going to get the rest of these in, and then I'll come back. Alright, so there we go. 30 tulip bulbs planted around the walnut tree. Didn't take too long, maybe 30 minutes or so. Probably go faster if you didn't have the branches and roots to worry about. Or, yeah, the branches I buried. So I'm just gonna fill these holes and we should be good to go. Alright, so all the holes are covered up. 30 bulbs around the walnut tree and the limb lopped off. So thanks for watching with me. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to be planting tulips around the mailbox as I mentioned, as well as do a few videos on my successes and failures of my first year and plans for next year and so on. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, share, like, subscribe, and don't forget to boldly grow. And also, below, let me know what spring bulbs you're planting for next year.